Back in 2005, a month of RuneScape membership would cost you about $5, pounds, or euros, depending on where you live. But in 2005, Jagex also launched their first eShop, which instead of whatever the fuck this is, they only sold two things: wallpapers and ringtones. A Sea Shanty 2 ringtone would run you about £1, and unfortunately these are only available in the UK, which makes me feel a lot better about being in 5th grade and having my ringtone be Stay Fly by 36 Mafia. Recently I made a video about strange and lesser known things in RuneScape, and it got a lot of positive feedback, but more importantly I had a really fun time making it. My goal with that video was just kind of to not recycle the same 5 Easter eggs that every YouTuber has, but to actually find stuff that's like historical and like barely any people know about. And today I have some really weird and old things that haven't really been posted about anywhere, and honestly might just cause more questions than they answer. I want to give a quick shout out to Cook, Hallways, and everyone from the wiki for helping me with this video. If you want to help with discoveries like this, basically everything in this video is found from people going on their old hard drives that hadn't played RuneScape since pre-2006 and checking their old game cache. I'll include all the details on where to find these files in the description. It's not that complicated, I'm just dumb as shit, so I don't know. I'll also include a Google form to submit any files that you find, and if you do choose to do this, I really appreciate it. I'm sure it means a lot to me, it means a lot to them, and it means a lot to anyone that's interested in this sort of digital archaeology that we're doing. Just to demonstrate the power of this, the game that we currently play, 2007scape, old school RuneScape, is basically the oldest file that they have as a backup of anything RuneScape related. So anything pre-2007, 2006, there's actually no record of outside of what players have compiled by themselves. So a lot of stuff's just lost. For instance, there was a bug in the game for about 4 days back in 2005 that caused a bunch of trees to appear blue. I have a forum post right here about it. From Pickled PKer, OMG, Blue Tree, Zaki, Dragon Member, Raffle, what a horrible edit. What is this face? I don't know what Raz is. Nkid Tutorix, it's not an edit. A guy posted that in my clan forum too. It's a new bug, I guess. Glitches make things funny. Laughing. I guess that's where my blue paint went. Good one, Derek. Oh my god, perhaps it's a blurite tree or something. Who knows? It's a runite tree, and when you chop it, it automatically gives you a full inventory of runite ores that are automatically teleported to your bank. Oh wait, that's not a bug, but a mad Jagex man changing the game. This guy's a fucking great poster. I guarantee that if this guy was on Twitter, he'd have fucking 10k followers easy. Hey, I got a question. What kind of tree was it? And if it was a bug, then you should report it to RuneScape so you don't get banned if they catch you. Just being safe. I mean, dude, anyone that thinks that this guy's being unreasonable, like, you have to realize the J-mods were fucking on one back. You would literally get perm banned for just saying I'm 10 or Mark Donalds. Mike, the fucking site owner, comes in, the voice of reason. You wouldn't get banned for that. You're just seeing a graphical bug. No one is gaining or losing anything from it. Thank you. I mean, Mike. Salute to Mike one time in the chat. Anyways, the image hosting for all these pictures is expired, so there's really no photographic proof that any of this ever happened. It wasn't just this one pickled PKer trolling everybody. Until now, somebody happened to have an old game cache from the 4 days that this was happening, and this photo was in the files, which proves that not only it's real, but maples looked really sharp, like weird rough polygons. I mean, more than they normally do. The guy also had this screenshot saved to his computer. First account, he says, Warum is die boom blau, which I think roughly translates to, why is that tree blue? I think it's pretty amazing that like 15 years later, we can somehow prove that this obscure glitch happened for a 4-day period. Basically, I mean, all of this is really just to say, fuck you, Zaki. It's not an edit. Raffle. One of the first things I want to look at is this really old map from 2004 where this random giant grassy area is over the left side of the map. If you look at it a little more close up, you can just see that it looks like every custom stage that I made in Age of Empires 2. Modash basically confirmed on Twitter that this is what a default area would look like if you made it on like the JMod tool to create maps. So this is probably some inaccessible area for JMods to like test stuff before they put it in the game, which, I mean, I think they should have this nowadays. I think they should stop testing stuff in the bushes outside the farming guild. That's just me. This is another thing that was just in the game for a few days. No one really knows how or why, but we have evidence of it now, and it hasn't been in the game since. Likewise, the desert was really different in 2004, early 2005. There was just like nothing in it. I mean, it was a desert, you know? But the bandit camp was added and like a secret update at some point because like an intern was making desert treasure. But I don't know the full lore, but basically this is what the bandit camp originally looked like. It was released like this with just no quest NPCs, no aggressive NPCs, absolutely nothing nothing in it. It's just like weird. It's weird to see how empty it is. I don't know. It looks like 90% of Zaya. Originally, Relica was supposed to be a grassy area instead of the current like wasteland style they have going on. This map right here gives an idea of what it would have looked like. I think the land was just nice and green before those disgusting Fremenic barbarians scourged the land of all its natural resources and destroyed it. The goblins would never allow this. This is a really weird one from a RuneScape fan site from like 06. Briefly, a minigame icon showed up in the Keldagrim trade octagon where all the dwarves are. No one ever mentioned it anywhere. There's no record of it on the wiki. No one knows what it was for. Super weird. My best guess is that it was some sort of like grand exchange stock market minigame where you have to short all the resource drops before the JMods log on Monday and ban all the bots. Either that or dwarf MMA. I also have more weird items that have basically been found in these game catches that have never actually been obtained by players before, like poison dagger, puddle of slime, fire object, and Zaros Majolner?
We are looking at how to pronounce nothing less than the hammer of Thor himself. How do you go about pronouncing the name of this hammer? Yes, his hammer.
Dude, we're 15 seconds in the video. Can you just fucking get on with it? Jesus Christ. I mean, this is pissing me off.
You know, it's a very special hammer. It does have a name. And what's his name? Simply...
Oh my god, man. 20 seconds? Get on with it.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. All right, fuck you, Julian Miguel. I'm leaving a fucking dislike on that shit. It's not like you can see it anyway. Zaros Mjolnir. The strangest items I could find were just runes that were left over before they really fully fleshed out the magic skill. They not only had death runes, but there was a mid-tier rune called the life rune, as well as illusion runes. We don't know what they looked like, but at the time there were also time runes and reality runes. I can definitely understand removing the time and reality runes because that would fuck up the combat triangle pretty significantly. If you could control time and space, it seems kind of unfair. Another interesting rune-related find is that cosmic runes were originally like the highest tier. Like they were up there with like soul runes for whatever reason. I don't know why, but all I know is I'm fucking investing. Look at this guy. Look at how fucked up his examine text just says a hideously deformed creature. Science literally cannot explain. Nobody understands why this troll looks like SpongeBob. The only reference to him ever found is a forum post from 2004 that claims that he can be found in the Clock Tower dungeon. I don't know if it's true because Modash himself said on Twitter he never existed in game. This guy, I know he just doesn't look like much, but he's probably the most obscure character in RuneScape history. He's just like a tall, lanky troll thing. I don't know. He's kind of looks like me. Also, during the beta test of RS2, there was an NPC named Erasmus. He still exists. He's in the Legends Guild in RS3. I'll show a picture of him here, but his function was completely unknown. But recently somebody figured out that he would let players replay quests essentially as a form of beta testing. Obviously, you could just do the quests over and over again to see if there's any bugs and, you know, play test them. But I personally hate questing, but I think they should bring this guy back just for the sake of speedrunning. You know what I mean? I think the speedrunning community could be huge in RuneScape if you could just play quests over and over again. Not with the rewards. Don't duplicate the rewards, please, Jagex. I know you're not watching, but consider it. There's a bunch of like early RuneScape forum posts that discuss random events that I've just literally never heard of, like disgruntled anvil and quote, a giant worm who carries you out of a mine if you have been there too long. This sounds like my friend in 3rd grade that told me that when you use a ring of life, it explodes and kills everything around you. But people that have data mined these old game caches know that there are 3 random events. We don't know what they were, and they're removed before 2004. There's some other weird random events that were removed in like 05, like the Tangle Vine, which it just made a bunch of vines appear around you and you had to get unbound. I think it was just removed because by all accounts it was just buggy as shit. I found this forum post about a random event called Pius Pete, which reads this. Pius Pete asks you to help keep his candles lit. There is a certain order you need to light the candles in. The order is only light the candles that have not been burnt down totally. For successfully help him, he will give you a reward which could be an uncut gem or big bones. If you just light the candles for a fucking gilded altar in a POH, you at least get some fucking money. What What a scam. I don't remember this one either. This one's about Dr. Ford. This is a quote. Used to appear when players were mining or woodcutting and hurt themselves. He would ask you how many fingers he's holding up, and if you answered correctly, he would give you any one of these items. Lemon, lime, orange, banana, strange fruit, pineapple, pineapple chunks, orange chunks, lime chunks, lemon chunks, lime slices, or lemon slices. If you did not answer correctly, he'd send you to a quiet place to recover. Bro, what? Sending you to a quiet place to recover. It's incredibly ominous. I don't know what the fuck that means. He actually has a wiki page. It says he was later removed due to the, quote, middle finger incident. Dude, listen. I don't know what the middle finger incident was. I mean, it could have been anything. We don't know. Let's not jump to conclusions here. This could have... I don't know why they removed it. Whatever it was, it couldn't have been good. I don't remember any of these random events. If you do, I mean, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm just a noob, but I do not remember Pius Pete or Dr. Ford. My last video, I mentioned the song Spy Games, and in the comments, some of you guys mentioned the song Athlete's Foot, which is also unreleased and pretty lesser known. It's a fucking banger. I'll probably make it the outro song for this video. But I raise you a new song, Mind Out. It's kind of giving me that Lord of the Rings game for the GameCube where you just basically hack and slash your way through the entire game and there's barely any plot. Anyways, there's roughly 50 songs, including Nightfall 2 and some sort of alternate version of Sea Shanty that are definitely out there, but we don't have access to them quite yet. I mean, hopefully with the outreach of this video, maybe we can answer some more questions and further infringe on Jagex's copyrighted music. That's all the new stuff I have for today. I really appreciate you guys watching. I love making videos like this and just, you know, helping out and finding stuff like this. So if you guys do feel so inclined to look through your old hard drives, it'd mean a lot. I don't know. I mean, just check them. Why not? Hopefully we can find some new stuff and, again, answer more questions than we pose with the, maybe the next installment. Consider subscribing if you like videos like this. I'll try to make more of these in the future if we do find anything. And have a great rest of your day.